What's up, y'all? It's Kyra, and welcome back to my channel. I know. Long time no chat. I have not sat down and filmed a YouTube video in I don't know how long. Like 2 months. I don't know. It's been a long time since I sat down to intentionally film a video. And I actually had plans to film a different video. I was going to film my updated everyday makeup routine, which I still am going to film. I just ran out of time earlier. And so, you know what? I was like, you know what? I committed to filming today, so I'm going to sit down and film something else. And it just came to me kind of just sit down and give you guys a little bit of a life update / kind of, where my head is. Things are changing over here. And I kind of want to just talk with y'all. You guys really seem to enjoy it whenever I did my last life updates. And so I'm here to give you guys another one, especially because it's the beginning of the year. And I know many of us, beginning of the year first is always kind of weird. I know for me it is, at least. It's always kind of weird because it's like, you're in this period where you're just like, at least for me, I'm like in this period where I'm just like reflecting, trying to figure out what I want this year to look like, what I want to do, what I want to accomplish, what I want to achieve, what I want to change, what I want to do differently, and things like that. And that's pretty much where I have been mentally over the past 2 months. So we're just, at the very beginning of March, but just the fact that just the fact that we finished 2 months alone just blows my mind, because I'm like, what the heck, where is time going? So now that we're in March, it's like, okay, now I'm in the season of, okay, let's get to it. At least I'm trying to get to the place where I'm like, okay, let's get to it. As far as updates goes, first starting with school. So as you guys know, I am still in school, and y'all, it is my last semester. Hallelujah. Oh my gosh. Can we, let's give a round of applause for being in my last semester of my online MBA program. It has been a long 2.5 years, y'all, but we made it. We made it to the end, and I am so to say I'm excited to be done is a complete understatement. I am literally counting down until the first weekend in May, when I am officially done, and I literally cannot, I cannot wait. I don't know if I'll walk or not. I may, if they have a graduation, but I really don't, I actually don't care much about walking, y'all. It's funny because even whenever I graduated undergrad, everyone was so excited about walking. I literally cared less about walking. For me, I'm more so excited about turning in my very last assignment, my last paper, test, whatever it is, pushing submit on it and being done. That's literally all I care about. Everything else is just extra, okay? I just want to be done, okay? So that's where I am. It's my last semester, and I genuinely, y'all, hallelujah. I'm almost there. I have 2 more months and we're done. I have worked a 9 to 5 since I graduated college. And I still continue to work a 9 to 5 to this day. I am not a full-time content creator, influencer. A lot of people assume that, but I am not. I still have a full-time job, and just like I've said in the past, I'm going to continue to say I have no plans on quitting my full-time job anytime soon. I always say that for me, it's just because I have the time now. I don't have any kids yet of my own or anything like that. So I have the time to be able to, work a full-time job and do things outside of work as well. And so I'm gonna keep doing it. I am genuinely just committed to just keep doing, both, or at this point I have 5 jobs. So I want to just keep on pushing through and doing it until I either don't have the time anymore, or until, I've always said that I plan on working a full-time job until what I do outside of my full-time job and my full-time job start to compete. Once I gotta start to compete, I'll probably have to let one go or the other. But as of now, I still have the time and the bandwidth to squeeze it all in. So I'm going to keep doing that. Let's see what else. Married life is great. I just felt like last year, hands down, I think I mentioned this before. I think I did mention this already, but me and Dion for sure had our best year of marriage yet. We just celebrated, if you guys didn't know, we just celebrated our 7-year anniversary in January, which is insane. I tell him all the time, I'm like, it's so crazy. I've been married to him for 7 years, been with him. We'll have been together for 12 years in August. So August 29th, we'll have been together for 12 years, and that alone is insane. And so that's just crazy. But we're in a really good, healthy, positive place, and it's just one thing. Like, I always say that, like, I'm very proud that I'm in a space where I am genuinely happy. And I always emphasize the word genuinely because it is very, very, very easy to fake happy. Like, very easy. And I feel like now, like, looking back on it, it's crazy because I feel like our first few years of marriage, like, people will ask me, how are you guys, or how are you feeling, or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I would always be like, oh, I'm happy, or like things like that. But then, like, when you've experienced a level of genuine, true happiness, you look back on certain periods of your life and you look back and you like, I was not really happy then. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, our first years of marriage, it's like we weren't like in a terrible space or anything like that. Like, we had our good moments, but we also had a lot of bad moments as well. So, and I just, like, the person I was then is not even anywhere near the person that I am now. Let's just say we done had a whole lot of growth, okay? A whole lot of growth over the past 7 years. And so when I look back on, like, those first few years, whenever I would be like, oh, I'm happy, oh, we're good. Like, now, because I've experienced a place of true, genuine happiness, I'm like, girl, y'all are faking. Okay. Like, seriously. And like, me and Dion are like, we're very honest and transparent when it comes to, like, married life and things like that. So, like, we'll be the person to tell people, like, our first 2 years were not our best. And like I said, looking back, I'm like, we were really faking it. Essentially, at that point, we were kind of just faking it till we make it. And yeah, I'm just glad that we are in the place that we are now, because it took us a lot of hard work and time and effort to get to this place. And I love this place, and I don't want to leave this place, if that makes sense. So we're just in a really good, healthy space. I genuinely feel like every year that we've been married has been better than the last year, but I feel like this year, like 2021 is just, like, I've been saying this in January, like, I just feel it. I just feel that it's going to be a year for the books. And I just feel like it's going to be such an amazing year, and I genuinely cannot wait. What else is going on in Kyra's world? I guess I can kind of talk about where I am mentally. This is kind of what I want to more so focus on in this little chit chat, because I feel like y'all know how it is. Like, I mean, especially during this pandemic, it ain't a whole lot changing. Okay, it's not really a whole lot changing. Not a whole lot going on. I don't know. I feel like this year was super different, and I kind of talked about it a little bit on Instagram, but I feel like every year, beginning of the year, whenever in January, I kind of always talk through, like, my New Year's goals. So I feel like this year was so different, because I feel like every year I kind of have, like, a talk with myself, and I'm always like, okay, what do I want to accomplish this year? What do I want to do? What goals do I want to achieve? I'll have, like, financial goals, career goals, like social media, just like for content creation, like I'll have, like, social media goals. And I find this year was so different, because instead of focusing on, like, goals and things I want to achieve, and like how much want to save this year, how much want to make this year, just focus on, like, things like that. I feel like this year I completely rewired my brain to focus more so, okay, how do I envision my life? Because those are two different things, right? Because you can have, like, a list of, like, goals, right? You have financial goals, career goals, personal goals, relationship goals, all those types of things, that you want to do throughout the year. But I feel like this year I have focused so much less on like the tangible goals and focus more so on like long term, okay, how do I actually see my life, right? Like, how do I envision my lifestyle, and how to envision, myself and my family in like let's say like 5 years. And me and Dion actually had to talk multiple times. And it's crazy because you'll find that like you're doing all these things, but like things that you're doing like actually don't make sense. Not they don't make sense, but they don't actually align with how you envision your life in the future. And I had to do like a lot of self-reflection and kind of think about, okay, this is how I see my life. So how do I get to how I see my life? For example, I am someone who, it became a focus last year, but this year I'm really big on, I want to work smarter, not harder. And I am someone that like long term, let's say a financial goal, right? I want to be in a place where I am financially stable. I'm set financially. I'm in a comfortable place, but I am working as little as possible, if that makes sense. And that is where I am. And so over the past 2 months, I spent a lot of time thinking about, okay, how can I make that happen? And it's not just because, it's not more so for the money aspect. I genuinely, I saw what's it called? Like those little quotes on Instagram, and it was like, would you rather have the freedom from money, or freedom of time, or something like that? And for me, it was no brainer. Like I 1,000% would take freedom of time. I genuinely love to be on my own schedule. I love to be able to do what I want to do when I want to do it. And so that's how I was saying that I am trying to get to a place where I am in a situation to where, I'm still in a stable situation, financially, not even just financially, mentally, physically. I want to just be healthy all around, but I am not trying to overwork myself for no reason. I am not, if there is a better or easier way to do it, I'm not trying to focus so much on like the grind and trying to, not sleep at nighttime because I'm trying to just work and things like that. Whenever I can find ways to, maintain my lifestyle, but do so in a way that still allows me to have the freedom of time that I want, and that allows me to basically work smarter and not harder. Piggybacking off of that topic, I did want to briefly discuss something that I talked about in an Instagram post recently, and I got a bunch of DMs from people asking me to kind of expand on the topic in a YouTube video. So if you asked me that and you're watching this, then thank you, because I am gonna share more of my thoughts on this particular topic. So like 2 weeks ago on Instagram, I posted a picture, and the caption was related to not being afraid to fail, basically. I can read, actually no, I cannot read the exact caption because I'm using my camera, I'm using my phone as a monitor, but essentially the caption was about how growing up, I was like the type of person who was very afraid to try new things, right? So growing up, I was the kind of girl who was like very much, I'm gonna stay in my lane, I'm gonna stick with what I know, and I'd rather focus on getting really, really, really good at something that I'm already good at versus trying new things and being bad at something new. That's kind of how I always was. I was like that through elementary school, middle school, high school, and college. And it wasn't until after I graduated college that I started building up this little bit of confidence, right? Because it's more so about talking yourself into doing things that you normally wouldn't do and kind of getting out of your comfort zone. And so it first started whenever my sister and I first started our YouTube channel. That was probably the most out of the box or out of my comfort zone thing I had ever done before ever, because it was actually filming videos and posting them online and just like doing things like I never thought I would do. And I feel like doing that was like the first step in just becoming super confident and comfortable with failure. Also in the caption of the post, I was talking about how over the years, how I have started and ended multiple businesses. So I had like a small jewelry company a few years ago, and I started that and I was like, it's not for me. Close that down. I got myself together, I regrouped, I started a boutique with my sister, and then I was like, it's not for me. We closed that down. Then I started Icon, which you guys know is my luxury hair company that I launched last summer. And I feel like Icon is just my thing. Like, it's so natural. It's so natural to me, and it's something that I genuinely am passionate about and I genuinely love. I definitely still have like a lot of space to grow in that area, because owning a luxury hair store or creating a luxury hair brand is so different from anything else I have done. But I have been enjoying it, and I feel like I genuinely would not have gotten to the point where I created Icon and got to a place where I'm like, okay, this is actually my thing, had I not tried and quote unquote failed at the other businesses before. So I definitely have learned lessons from each failure, and I'm gonna apply that to the next one. But I just feel like one thing that we need to really normalize is being comfortable with failure. Like, I feel like it's just something that holds so many people back, and that honestly has held me back in the past, and that I know tons of people who have like such great ideas, that have such great talent, and they are holding it within because they're so afraid of failure. And it like blows my mind, because I'm like, I am at a place now where I refuse to let other people hold back my greatness. Okay? Put yourself out there and just go for it. Like, just try it. Just try it. Also, how do you know if you will like something, or if you're going to thrive in something, or fail or be successful in something, if you don't actually try it? Like, how? There's no way that you would know. I say this: I would much rather have tried and it not worked out, rather than me not try it at all, and then years down the line I'm regretting that I never tried it. Because that one idea that I didn't try, but that's been on my mind for years now, but I am too scared to try, that could have been like the idea. This is a sign to go ahead and do it, and be okay with failing. Like, do it and put it out there knowing that there is a 50-50 chance that it will not work out, or that you will fail, and that is completely okay. Okay? So anyways, that was kind of a long rant, but hope that really blessed somebody, because I know I needed that little talk, a little reminder, and so hopefully someone else did as well. Yeah, that's pretty much it as far as updates go. In terms of YouTube, I'm trying to get back into the swing of things, y'all. I know I've said it before that I'm trying to get back into the swing of things, but if I'm being honest, I just feel like it requires a lot. And I am trying to get into a more consistent basis. So I have recently, well, not hired, but I'm trying out a new editor, because I'm hoping that if I can cut out the editing process, that would encourage me to want to film more. And so I'm going to test that theory out and hopefully it goes well. But ideally, I do want to hire someone to do the editing process, so I can focus more so on the actual creative piece, like sitting here and filming for you guys, and then cutting out the piece that I do not like. And that's another update for you guys, is that I am in a place right now, I don't know if it's just turning 30 or what, but I am such in a place that I am like, I am all about outsourcing the things that I do not want to do, or do not like to do, or do not have the time to do. But that is pretty much everything going on over here in the Knox household. Not a whole lot. We're still in the midst of a pandemic. That is not changing. At least I don't foresee it changing anytime soon. Hope you guys are still staying safe. I know we're kind of all tired of it. I mean, it's been a year of this, so I know we're all like over it, but I hope everyone is still staying safe, you know, being responsible. But yeah, that is pretty much it for all of my life updates. Hope you guys enjoyed that random little chit chat, and stay tuned, of course, for some more vlogs. I also did film our bedroom and bathroom reveal video, so that'll be coming very, very soon as well, so stay tuned for that. I know you guys are kind of like, okay, Kyra, it left us hanging. What happened with the bathroom and the bedroom? It is done. So I did film that earlier today, so that'll be coming to you guys very soon. And yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed that. So thank you guys for watching this video, me kind of just talking with you guys. Hope you all enjoyed this little chit chat. If you guys did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye y'all.